Hi soulmate, welcome back again to my YouTube channel. This is Love Apparel. Today's video will show us how I went about the cutting and sewing of this halter neck Shawl jacket. So if this is what you're interested in, please stay tuned, like, share, subscribe, comment on my YouTube channel. Without wasting no time, let's get started. I'll be using this pattern paper for my drafting. I've gone ahead to mark 3 to 4 inches for my line extension. I mark my starting line. From my starting line, I came down, I marked my top line, I mark my shoulder to chest line, my bust line, my under bust. I'll go ahead and extend the line to the other side, and I'll use my ruler to rule it. After that, I divide my shoulder into two, I mark, and on my chest line I place my shoulder into two, I make a straight line connecting it. On my bust band, I divide my bust by two and mark, and I mark it down to the length of my jacket. On my under bust, I came in with half an inch on both sides. I will connect it this way, just as you can see me doing here. I also connect it to my bust line. On my chest line, I get the midpoint of my chest line, and I'll connect the line down to my bust dart. I came in with 1 inches, and I connect it again to my bust line. So the 1 inch that came in, I extended it outward. I divide my bust by 4 plus my seam allowance, I mark. I divide my under bust by 4 plus my seam allowance, I mark. I added my 1 inches line seam allowance and my dart allowance. I'll go ahead and connect my dots. I extended the line and I curve my armhole. So this line is going off. From my half length, I will mark it down to the length of my top. So here I came in with 3 inches for my neck width. From my neck width, I'll connect the line this way. I will place it right from my chest line to my neck depth, as you can see. So this is how our armhole will look like. I came up with 3.5 inches and I tilted the line this way, and also take it out this way. So this is our short collar jacket. Under here, I came out with 1 inches and I'll slightly mark it, connect it to the neck front. So I came down with 5 to 6 inches and I'll connect it this way. So let me highlight the lines that is going off. So here it is. I'll go ahead to cut it off. This is our front jacket. Here for the front pattern, I will cut it on fold. The side pattern, I will cut it into two on my fabric. So that is it for our front pattern. I'm using this pattern paper for my back pattern. I've gone ahead to mark my chest line, my bust line, my half length. Because it is an off shoulder back neckline, I will extend my tape and mark the length of my jacket. I divide my shoulder by 2 and mark, and I connect it this way. I'll go ahead and label my lines. I divide my bust by 4 and mark. I divide my half length by 4 and mark, plus my seam allowance. I divide my hip line by 4 and mark, plus my seam allowance. I'll go ahead and connect the dots this way. I divide my shoulder to get my midpoint, so I'll use my French curve to cover it this way. After that, I get the length of my jacket by extending my tape. So I'll mark 1.5 inches and I'll slightly curve it this way and cut. For my length, I came down with 4 to 5 inches for my jacket length, and I'll cut it off. So here is for my front pattern and my back pattern, as you can see. So I'll do some adjustments here. For my side that I mark 1 inches, I'll go ahead and glue it. I will cut it off and also tape it this way. So here is it for my front side jacket. My back pattern, I did not 1 inches for my half length. At the down part, I did not half an inch. I'll go ahead and cut it off as well. Here I've also cut it off on my material. For my front pattern, I extended it with 2 inches for the front lapping. So here is my side pattern. I cut 2 as well. And my back pattern, I'll go over to my machine and join it. Here I've joined it. I sew it to half an inch by the side, and I join my back too. I join it with 1 inches. I did the same with my lining and I joined it. So here it is for the lining part of it. So here is it for the lining part. I also attach my material at the front. I'll go ahead and sew it this way inward, and I'll show you what I got after my finishing. This is my finishing. You can see how neat it is looking. So I'll go back to my pressing iron and I'll press it very well, and this is the outcome of my jacket. So if you find this video helpful, please like, share, comment, subscribe on my YouTube channel. If you have any question, you can ask on the comment section below. Thank you for watching.